I'm on the way. Shit ain't the same. Niggas ain't poppin' no fire ain't the popular, but I got something to say. Most of the niggas I left behind, they ain't tryna give me a rose. I run like I left them in rows. I'm at the top all alone.
What up, guys? It's your girl Lou Yanda. This is Clout Boulevard TV. Listen, it's been a while. I know, I'm sorry, but I missed you. Okay? And because I've missed you, I've brought you a very special guest. The one, the only Khurah.
Hey guys.
Yes. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Gorgeous.
Thank you so much. You too.
Heavily talented.
Thank you.
So, off camera, right? We were talking about star signs real quick.
Yeah.
Can you share your star sign with the people?
I am a Scorpio. Aquarius rising and Aries moon.
Ooh,
Yeah, fire.
passion.
Exactly.
So, how does that inform the way you present as an artist?
You know, actually, I've been told that I'm like pretty aggressive, like, and I think that's the Aries moon that really shows up a lot in my music. I'd like to think that's where most of my passion comes from. Like, I'm fueled by that. So, exactly. Even with the way I present myself, I feel like you can easily spot that there's a little bit of fire going on there. Yeah. Sassy, exactly.
So, can you take me into your process of making music, like songwriting, right? What is it that matters the most to you in terms of story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like to complicate things. Like, I don't want anyone to like be like, oh, what is she saying? Like, I want it to make sense in the simplest way possible. Like, I don't want to use big words or like use too many metaphors that people won't get. I really try to keep it simple. And I realized that like writing music is actually poetry. So I think it's fair to say that I am a poet. So I try to keep it as simple as possible. It's nice when people can relate without having to first guess like, oh, like I want people to understand it firsthand, like what I say, and it's like, yeah, I get that. You don't have to go, yeah, like, no, I don't like that.
Ooh,
keep it simple. No, shout out to people who are like really good with words, and like I wish I could do that, but maybe at some point as I keep writing I'll get better at it, because I don't think I'm like the best yet, because songwriting is, I need that creative wave to hit me. Like, yeah, like I don't just wake up and be like, yeah, today I feel like writing a song. No, I wait for it. I wait for the wave to reach me.
But that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, it is true.
Because now you're not being pretentious about what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
And number two, I think that's also the thing that makes you so relatable.
Yeah.
Is that you know that it's coming from a very real place. Because people have an authenticity detector.
True.
They can feel when you're being fake or when you're trying to perform for them. And people don't want you to perform for them. And it's beautiful.
Thank you. Like, I try to be relatable, honestly. Like, I don't want to be like, yeah, I mean, I want to make it look good.
Yes.
But also, like, get me. You know, like, get me. Everything that I wrote is literally coming straight from my heart. I don't make up stories. Like, straight from my heart to the paper. Yeah. I literally do. I literally do.
With that, right? You now being so intentional about your artistry.
Yeah.
Would you say that you are more of a single artist or a project artist? Because it seems like everything that you do needs to have a significant story. So what do you think is more your thing?
I think I am a project artist. Like, I can do that. I've written so many songs about like maybe one person. Like, one person has made me write a lot of songs. So I think I was just going through it, man. Yeah. So what better way to just write? But I do feel like I'm a project person. I don't just feel something and then write one song about, like, no, we need to have multiple songs. I think, okay, I want to put out a project soon. You will hear there's a story, like, it's all gonna sound cohesive, and that's what I want. Like, I don't want to be just the singles, because like I want to tell a story, and what better way to do that in a project, like, than to have a project. So I don't want to be maybe I'll put singles out. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of a given. But I am a project artist rather than just putting out singles all the time.
I love that. I love that. How important has it been for you to establish your own artistic DNA? Or rather, let me ask, how did you go about finding that?
I think I'm still finding it. Honestly, like, and I realize like I kind of have imposter syndrome. Like sometimes I don't recognize myself as an artist, and I realize that like the more I keep doing this, the more I need to like stay true to myself and make sure that people like see me and not like I'm not a fake or anything. Like this is me. So I don't wanna, how do I say it? I'm still figuring out. I think that's the best way to put it. But for the most part, I'm just trying to make sure that people will see me for my art, and that is as real as it gets. Yeah.
That was valuable.
Yeah.
Can I take it further?
Sure. Sure I am. Okay.
But like, what do you think creates that imposter syndrome?
I don't know. Like, I don't believe that I'm doing this. Like, I get so many DMs. Like, I know I'm still small and I'm still growing, but like getting the reaction from people like, oh my gosh, dude, like I was going through this. Like people DM me and they're like, oh dude, like I was really going through this and I relate to your song. Like oh my gosh, like, oh, so I'm doing something right. And I genuinely can't believe, I was literally having this conversation with my sister yesterday. Like, I can't believe that is how people receive me. Like, music is healing, and people actually like saying, hey dude, your song, like it really spoke to me. I'm like, oh, I'm doing something. Oh, me. Like I still have that. Like it's, I don't know, I think I'll get used to it at some point, but for now, like it's weird. Like I'm doing that. What? Yeah.
But the irony of like what you're saying is you having this fixation with making sure that you're not being fake is going to be the very thing that like counteracts the imposter
That's
syndrome.
true.
Because like in a sense, I kind of want people to reframe the idea of what imposter syndrome is, because I feel like that's the authenticity detector that I was talking about. We all have it, so that could also be just your authenticity detector, making sure that it keeps you in check. It makes sure that you remain
true to myself, yeah, and I'm not trying to be anyone else or pretend to,
It tells you when you're betraying yourself.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
So speaking of betraying yourself, do you ever feel like you've ever done that at any point in your artistic journey or with anything that you've made?
Not really. I have to be honest. Like I like to do things when they feel right. Like if firsthand things don't feel comfortable or they don't make sense to me, I don't even try to engage at all. Like, so literally if it doesn't feel right to me, and I want to maintain this for as long as I need to. Like I don't wanna lie to myself and say this is who I need to be or this is what I need to do, when truly like that is not how I feel. Yeah.
Okay, girl, she did. One thing about her.
Yeah.
She did.
It's the Scorpio.
Yeah. You can go in the
Yeah.
pause.
Oh no. Crazy. Yeah.
But
I don't want to be shallow. Like, yeah.
It's
I appreciate depth. I appreciate depth. Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm just enamored. I'm sorry. Like, sometimes I need to take a moment to just take it all in.
Yeah.
I don't know if people can feel this, right? But you have this, like your presence is it's felt, and like everything that you say feels so intentional and it feels so meaningful. Like
that makes me happy. Yes, that makes me so happy. Thank you.
Yeah, like I can feel that, like you. Yes.
I'm here. I like that.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of that also. Like that's why I think in the beginning I said something like, I've been told that I'm very aggressive. Like that's just who I am. Like and I don't step outside with the intention of I want to be felt. Like it's just something that
who you are.
Like it just happens. So I like that it's being received in a more positive way, not like, oh, she's she's too much.
No, it's not on you, it's in you. Number
Oh.
one. And I feel like anyone that thinks that you're being aggressive probably isn't confident in themselves. Because one thing
Probably.
about like Scorpios, or let me not make it a Scorpio thing, people who are very strong in their individuality, they hold up a mirror.
Right.
And when you hold up a mirror, you're able to show people their insecurities as well. So you could just be showing up as light and as confidence, and somebody that isn't brave enough to show up as that then
Can be
feels
intimidated by that,
So
yeah.
when they tell you, I feel like you're aggressive, they're really saying, oh, you remind me that
of
I
the
feel
fact that like I don't feel like.
yeah. So keep shining.
Thank you.
More aggressive.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Because thank you.
So, with everything that you've worked on so far in your music career, right? What is the one thing that you feel you still need to explore within yourself? Like as a songwriter, but also as a musician. What do you think the next step is for you in your journey?
I really wanna produce, and mainly because there aren't so many female producers. Like I honestly wish we had more female producers. Like I think if I knew more female producers, I would have started my music a long time ago. But I was just trying to make sure that I'm like working with the right people and like no one weird, because the guys that I was trying to work with before made things really weird, and I was really looking for someone who was going to make sure that it's about the music. Like we need to get out the hood, guys. We're not trying to, you know what I mean? So I was just trying to, like if I can produce, I think that's where I'll be like, no, I'm done. Like I'll feel complete. But it's okay. I have a cool producer. Shout out to Jay.
Shout out to Jay.
Yeah.
No, Jay is, I'm not gonna lie, that combination.
Right.
You guys have a very interesting formula.
I also think so. Like he gets me. Like I don't, especially when I'm writing, like I write my songs to different beats or different beats, or like I'll just go on YouTube, look for type beats, and then I'll write a song. And then when I get in studio, I'm like, dude, this is the melody that I have. And he makes, like, he just gets me. Like, he'll just do what I don't even expect. Like I'll go in, then I'm like, okay, Sharp, we're gonna record a song that sounds like this, and then he just exceeds my expectations. Like it's so cool.
That's beautiful.
So cool.
The synergy shines through in the music. Like
And
you
that-
can always tell when people are not having fun in the studio.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that feels like, and I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
Yo,
No, you're very fortunate.
very, very.
So with everything that you just told me, right, and how you want to be a producer, you give me the sense that you're the type of person that wants to pay it forward.
Right.
So if I had to fast track your life to when it's all said and done, right, how do you think you will have paid it forward for women? Because it seems like it's something that's important to you, but also just like for the world at large. What's your imprint?
I want, and I actually started appreciating this when I actually became like an artist and I put something out. But I would love to see more girl talent. Like, oh my gosh, like I want us to take over. This is actually like, I could talk about this all day, but I want to see more girls everywhere. Like, even this whole thing of like, I didn't understand it until now, but I understand why people are so appreciative of female rappers, because obviously like it's dominated by a lot of males. And like I want to put my trust in females. Like if there's a female producer out there, dude, can we please revolutionize? Like what? Come on.
The revolution will be televised.
Like I want to see girls everywhere. Like I want to see girls everywhere. That is what I want. If I can, even when I think about like one day like playing live with a band, like I just want to see girls playing the instrument. Like girls. Yeah.
Girl power.
Girl power.
Love it.
Period.
So right as you were speaking, right, you spoke about how you became an artist, right? How did you know that you became an artist? What defines your becoming? Is it the making of the art itself? Is it the releasing of the art and having it be received and getting the feedback? What validates you? as an artist? What makes you an artist?
Creating, like writing, and actually having an ear for these things. Like people don't have the same, like we don't hear the same things. And if I can hear this and write something from it, I feel like an artist. Like, oh my gosh, I am creating something. It doesn't even have to be music specifically. Like even with dancing, like your body can move like that. Like how cool. Literally, like just creating. It doesn't matter what it is, but obviously in this case it's music. Like being able to write on its own, it took me a minute. Like I think I wrote 3 songs before I considered myself a songwriter. Like I couldn't believe that I did that. So just watching myself create has been the thing that makes me feel like an artist, not necessarily putting it out. Yeah, like people are gonna listen and they'll hear what I have to say, but for me it's more of what comes out of me before people can receive it, because I have so many songs that I have done and I haven't put them out yet, but just listening to them before hearing anyone else's validation, like I'm just like, yeah, no, like this is me, like I'm an artist, like I created something. Yeah,
I love that. I love that it comes from you first, because now it makes it so much easier to churn out the noise.
True.
When other people try to project certain things onto you, but then also it allows you to be more selfless in how you give your art to the people, because now you're not trying to, ego wants to perform. So yeah, I just say that to say that. Yeah.
But no, I understand. Like the other day my friend was even asking me, like I can't really remember what the conversation was, but I said something like, no, like I make music for me. I don't make music so other people can enjoy. Maybe at some point I'll make music for the people, but right now that doesn't make sense to me, because like I said, like everything that I have written, everything that I'm putting out comes straight from my heart. And I can't imagine how less than it might make me feel if I have to do something just for other people to enjoy, because at the end of the day I'm doing this because I love it. I'm not doing this because I want to be something. No, like this is me.
You're in love.
Yeah, like yeah.
And no one has your story.
Exactly. It's literally me. So yeah.
I think that's really cool. A lot of times artists that are still like starting out have trouble figuring out what their identity is, because they're trying to package themselves in a way that is marketable to the people.
Yes.
But now what's very interesting is that once you've made music and you release it, right, you do kind of have to figure out how to appeal to the people without selling out. So I want to know, how have you figured out the balance of, I need to take my essence and give it to the people in a way that they can handle without me repressing any element of myself. So what's your dance with that?
Just like how I'm trying to, still figure myself out. Like I present myself the way I feel. I think that's the best way to put it. Like I'm not trying to do what everyone else is doing. I'm going to do what feels right to me. If I feel like today I'm gonna perform, or today I'm gonna go out and go record, and I feel like, yeah, this is to do. Today we're wearing jeans to go do this thing, then we're gonna wear jeans. I'm not gonna do what everyone else is doing just because it's what everyone else is doing. That's not being true to myself. So I will do what feels right to me. I will present myself the way I want people to see, not necessarily because it looks good. It doesn't need to look good. It's how I feel. Yeah.
So with that, right, and you walking in your authenticity, as you find your footing in the industry, how would you describe your tribe? What do you think a Khurah supporter is like?
I actually I'm laughing because 2 days, maybe last week or something, 2 days ago did happen, but like people have been recording like my song, and then obviously like not recording my song, recording themselves with my song in the background and posting it on their stories. And it was these two girls, and genuinely, like, they look pretty. So I have this thing, like, at the back of my mind that now, like, people who listen to me are like beautiful people, like like baddies,
Yeah.
exactly. Like and so far that is what I've been seeing, like baddies.
You make me.
I make music for the baddies. Yeah.
I love that. Would you give them a name? Because I feel like every
Yo,
fan base has a.
I don't know. Maybe I'll wait for them to group themselves. I don't know. I feel like it would be weird to be like, hey guys, because you like my music, let's be. I don't know. That's
It might be a bit weird.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with that? Like, what's your relationship with celebrity or the idea of being idolized?
I get it, but I don't want to put myself out as, yeah, like, idolize me, because, like, that's not really what I'm doing here. Like, I'm just putting out what I need to put out, and I feel like we all idolize what we want to idolize. That's why I even feel weird, like, having to give people who like my music or like me as a person, like a name or, you know, something. I mean, we all want to belong to something, like a category. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, if it has to come naturally, then do it. But I get it, but I don't know.
You said
imposter syndrome, maybe.
Nah, it's not. It's not. Not to try to like project it or define it on you, but I picked up something. You know how you told me that you're an Aquarius rising? Aquarius are very big on community and on uniqueness. So you guys want to find your people.
Right.
And you're very big on like humanizing people as well. So I can imagine that you're not the type of person that wants to be seen as a celebrity. You would want to be amongst people who are like-minded.
Yeah.
And maybe remind people of like how to be themselves.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Like, I get so irritated when people wanna even call me Khurah, because like, I get it, like, it is me, that is who I've chosen to present myself as, you know. But when I'm around people, I don't want to talk about Khurah. Like, guys, that's just an extension of me. It's not who I am, you know. Like, it's a part of me. Yeah, let's not do that. But I get it. I'm not saying you shouldn't fangirl. Like, yeah, totally. But let's not make every conversation about because I do want to be seen as a person. Actually, I realize that I really want to be seen as a person. Even when I'm talking to someone who's like a fan of my work, it's very important for me that you don't, like, you understand that I am a person behind Khurah. Like, there's a person there. Like, it's not. Yeah, like. I took it home.
When I introduced you, call me
Khurah. Yeah. Exactly. Like, Khurah, man. Like, relax. I mean, it's a big deal, but relax. Like, I'm a person.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, it's. I mean, obviously, I want to be more recognized, or my art rather to be recognized. But I wish people could understand that, this is just what I do. It's not who I am. Yeah.
I'm glad you're allowing that and you're establishing that now, because what I've realized about a lot of like this fan thing, the celebrity thing, and people's relationship with it is that they become entitled to the person.
Yes.
Or rather, they think that the brand is the
person.
When
yeah.
in actual fact, there's more depth and there's more nuance to what makes the person. So as we conclude this, I hate to say goodbye. It's so hard to say goodbye. And that's on Boys to Men. But as we conclude this, what is the one thing that you want to be known about Khurah the human? Like, I know that when you perform or when you give people music, you give people a piece of your humanity, even though they're not entitled to all of it. But what's that one part you don't mind them having?
I'm very funny.
Okay.
So, like,
if
jokes. People, like, I mean, obviously you can't ask me to crack a joke now, but like, I want people to see me as like, like, she has a great personality. Like, more than anything, like, my personality, I want it to shine through everything. So if you can actually compliment my personality, and like, you can have it, it's cool. Like, that's me. That's just, I can't help it, you know. And like with my music, you just have opinions based on what I put out, but me as a person, like I want someone to walk away from me and say, oh, she's actually kind of cool. Like I want people to feel like that. I want, yeah, man, like you can have all of me, like when I'm funny and stuff. All of me, exactly. Yeah, like appreciate the fact that I'm funny. Like that makes me happy. Like when people walk away and say, oh, she's so nice. Like she's cool. She's funny. Like you can have that. Like I won't even get mad.
Okay. I love that. It's been a delight.
Girl, thank
Speaking
you.
to you.
Thank
You're
you
so
so
warm.
much. I love
Why
that.
so aggressive? Bo papela, Weezy.
Or maybe I get puppy enough right now.
Actually.
But I think, yeah, like this is me being chilled. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And that's it from us. It's been Clout Boulevard. It's been Lou Yanda. It's been Khurah. Where can we find you on the socials?
It's Khurah, KHURAH_
Okay.
on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok, same handle, and my YouTube. Well, it's just my music, and there's a visualizer actually that I put on my personal YouTube.
Dun, dun, dun.
And it's also Khurah. I'm Khurah everywhere. Khurah to the world.
Yes. Period.
I'm on the way, shit ain't the same, niggas ain't popping no fire ain't the popular, but I got something to say, most of the niggas I left behind, they ain't tryna give me a rose, I run like I left them in rows, I'm at the top all alone.